Uh, Good morning. Hey, look at my hair. How do I look at it? Eh, eh, hey, hey. Ooh, look at that bald spot. Uh, it's 6:45 in the morning here, and I just thought I'd get the camera rolling before I set up my chair and stuff and get into my cockpit. Looks like the audio and the video are recording. And so the first thing I do here generally is turn on the main screen and right now I've got the RGB light on, but I don't really want to waste that's like a police siren. It's got like 18 different modes. I haven't been through all of them. There's green. I kind of like the green, the blue, purple, magenta. There's cool white. So and the second thing I generally do is take this camp chair and open it up. Try not to get my toe. And I angle it out so I have a spot here to get in. And then back here off camera I have my backrest, and so I put that in, and then it's a pretty simple let's see, move this. It's a pretty simple matter to fit my leg through here and my other leg. Although the margin's fairly tight. So now I'm in my spacecraft and I can clamp my iPhone down, pull my elastic band up a little bit, and pull the chair in and hold up the backrest and sit my ass down. Can scoot it in a little bit there. Now feet go on the pedals, and let's see, the auxiliary control panels can come on. And as I announced earlier on YouTube, or rather on Facebook Reels, we are going to do a flight around Alaska. I was going to do the same flight that I did yesterday, which was let me think of it. Marin County area to Anchorage, Alaska area. But I decided instead to check out, to spawn in Anchorage and check out Denali, also known as Mount McKinley. And let's see if this works. Resume last flight works. Resuming the last flight should put us in Anchorage Airport. Anchorage International. Um, to check out Denali and to check out Fairbanks, which is two things that I've also for a number of years wanted to see in a virtual world. So I scouted the area where Denali is at. It looks like we're in the same. We're in the summertime. July 6th. Okay, so eight in the morning. VFR few clouds. We could go VFR scattered. And let's start out on a runway facing north. Well, let's start out on 28, and that's the biggest one, and then we can make a turnout to the north. Oh, it started us out in the water? Cool, that's even better. Oh, except our gear's up. Well, let's turn on the batteries and see if the gear comes out. Nope. Let's see if we crack the throttle and hit our gear switch. There we go. Gear's coming out. Fuel pump 1 can come on. We can turn on our engine and verify that it's thrusting. I don't really have to say the word mixture every time because, like I said before, and generators come on and fuel pumps can go back off. Really, the fuel pumps would be like just starting an electric, like gravitic engine. I guess 2/8's a Waterway. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is. Starting a gravitic electric engine wouldn't require a fuel-air mixture and definitely wouldn't require fuel pumps, but in this simulation we're using a rocket engine to simulate an electric gravitic engine. So there's things like fuel pumps and fuel-air mixtures, which are required. The sim's not customizable to the degree that you can go in and change the names of those things. But I guess I could request like a anti-grav thruster, instead of a rocket engine. But I did ask, I think, about that a couple years ago, and he was like, just use the rockets. Just simulate with the rocket. So I was like, okay. It looks like we're already running X-Plane map. Yes, we are. We should be able to bring our map up. Yes. And we have, I can see where Denali is. It's right by Talkeetna. It's not far. And I can almost see where Fairbanks is, I think, too. No. Yeah, Fairbanks. Okay. Well, I think we're ready. I don't really know for a fact. I can go in here and initialize my map. And I'm hearing sounds out of the speakers. The last thing I could do would be to turn on the the overhead cab lights, but I think I like the effect of not having the light on. Take off the wheel brake, which is raising the water anchor. Make sure the nose wheel is straight. Make sure the spoilers are up and the flaps are up. And now I think we can add thrust a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why it makes the sound like that when we're in the water. But we didn't have a crash, so that's good. Oh, I do have an indication that my landing gear is deployed. That's cool. Down here in the corner, there's a box that says gear. If we shift 9, we get a little bit more realistic of a view, although you can't have the HUD on here yet. The HUD really helps out, and real quickly, or I think we're going Mach 2 or 3, so there's a few clouds. Mach 2.2. We don't have time and distance information for Denali. Although, there might be an airport up there. I can look on here. So real quick out of Anchorage there. It doesn't look like there's an airport, though. Let's see here. I want to follow our aircraft. So I made an attempt to fly today, even though my shoulder is still pretty hurt. Still hurting. Let's see, there's a big river over here to our right. And we can pretend to be turning our head. Those aren't in the right place, are they? Oh, don't forget to push Shift 9 instead of Shift W. Coming up on Trapper Creek in Talkeetna. I guess this is Denali up here. Looked like North Peak and South Peak were the closest to where Google Maps put the marker. As we slow back down to Mach 0.8, still over 600 miles per hour. Petersville, Chase, Talkeetna. So our altitude is kind of like 1,600 feet, and Denali is like 21,000 feet, I think, or something. So it's going to be a little bit to a lot higher than us. So I'm guessing this is it. There's no snow on it, though. So I don't really know. It might be behind this one. Denali State Park is right here. Well, for some reason this is not as impressive as Mount Logan was yesterday, but I guess because there's no snow on it. I don't know. What's up with that? As my friends from grade school would say, what's up with that? Or like Beavis and Butthead, right? No, this is, we're only 3,000 feet high. So, it's gotta be that one back there, huh? Well, I've only ever seen pictures, so... We're entering a climb here. We are climbing. Oh, we are climbing. I are climbing. Whoa. Getting a little bit too close for comfort there. Denali. It's on my map. And we are only 7,000 feet high, though. There it is. There's definitely some snow on it. Yeah, I thought it was like more of a standalone, from what I'd heard of it, that it just kind of like how Mount Kilimanjaro was, just like one mountain, like, in the middle of, a bunch of flatland, but it doesn't seem like that here. So we're climbing through 15,000 now. Oh, it's Friday. Today's birdwatching day. We're 0700 in the morning. 8:30 in Alaska. Why is there that discrepancy? I guess just because I set the month yesterday at oh no, I don't know. I'm speculating in my head. I guess because I set the month around 8:30 yesterday. That it started out at 8:30 today, but it's not 8:30. It's 8.3, which would be 8:18. And this one doesn't look like a good one to try and land on, right? But we're at 22,000 feet. It's a... Well, there might be a spot there. Off to the left of the... Off to the right of the peak. Okay, well, this is sort of cool, but it's not as exciting as what we did yesterday. $16,000, $17,000. Yeah, this would be a difficult mountain to get to. I thought you could kind of just drive right by it in a car, but doesn't seem like that anymore. Shall we head to Fairbanks and then see that for the first time ever? After learning, I don't know, 15 years ago, the location of it, having known the name for many years before that, but never the location. So 6 engines at 1,000,000 pounds of thrust gives us about Mach 2.2 at the sea level. Even though we are at the ground level, which is about 3,000 feet high. And that's pretty fast. That's over 1,600 miles per hour. I think there is an airport in Fairbanks, but I don't really have time. See, I don't have time as I'm flying up there to program in the airport and get distance and time information, time and route and distance to target, destination, distance to destination. I could pause the sim and do it, but what would really be better is if I had a navigator who could do it for me. Well, I say that like that's something I desire, but in real life it might not be. I might enjoy the alone time more than I would enjoy flying with the navigator. But yeah, it's Alaska and there's no snow up here, is there? There is a river up there, which is, I guess, why Fairbanks has the name Fairbanks, is because the banks of the river are fair up there. So about 100 miles take us 5 minutes, I'm gonna estimate, because we're doing 1,600 knots, or 1,600 miles per hour, so 100 miles is 1/16th, and 1/10 would be 6 minutes. So 1/16th is about half of 1/10. So it's really 4 minutes estimate, which can be rounded off to 5 minutes. So I don't know, add in some nose up trim here. Yeah, and we're staying pretty much, the nose is not wandering off to either side, so definitely was an issue with yesterday's flight. And so that's good. We don't seem to be banking left to right too much either. And adding in the pitch, that's about 5% of our available trim, and it's a little bit too much actually. So this is good. There's a lot of forest up here. I don't know if we're currently tundra or taiga, but it's probably taiga. I think the ground is actually frozen. I'm not sure where my outside temperature is. My outside temperature display is 12 degrees C. So definitely, yeah, the ground is frozen. It's the ambient air temperature is frozen. So wow, just exploring Alaska at Mach 2, 1,600 miles per hour. Not a bad way to travel. And so I adjust my backrest here. Yeah, I'm really not getting restful sleep just for prudity. If I come back and look at this video series in 10 years or 20 years, just future Matt, make a note to yourself that that you did overcome this shadow version of yourself, this shadow time period in your life where your shoulder's so irritatingly painful that you can't even get a restful night's sleep, and that the pain sort of subconsciously been deep inside your shoulder for 20 or 25 years. Several injuries to the shoulder, the mountain biking clavicle, the hitting the cement wall, and there was one other one too. We are getting pretty close to Fairbanks, so slowly bring back the power. Let's see, there was one other injury to the shoulder. I don't know, maybe the whiplash from the motorcycle could be part of it. Excuse me. There seemed to be one thing. I mean, certainly the snowboarding, and I don't know. It takes a deeper trance for me to remember clearly and to associate the. But for now, I mean, this pain is pretty apparent and pretty irritating. So, but anyway, I digress. Hey Mom, the pilot's talking about a painful shoulder. Well, honey, he's just like Chuck Yeager, who broke his own clavicle riding a horse while shit-faced drunk the night before he broke the sound barrier in the Bell X1. Hey, we finally made it to Fairbanks. Wow, big airport. Big airport. Yeah, me and Chuck Yeager, wow. So, I don't know. I mean, this is it. A lot of trees. Hey, this seems like a nice place. But right now in the middle of winter, it's dark up here in real life. So I don't know. They must have pretty good like PG&E for like. I don't know if everyone lights a fire for warmth in their house. What is life like in Fairbanks, Alaska? Um, could ask the AI that. Let me let me just relax and take this in a little bit more. Stop running my mouth. It looks like we've crossed the western border. Oh yeah, for sure we're out of the town limits here. We're coming up on another town called Fox, and another town called Seal Creek, and another town called Two Rivers, and another town called Badger, and another town called North Pole, and another town called Moose Creek, and another town called Pleasant Valley. So, we're still doing almost the speed of sound. This is about a good cruising speed for a commercial jet that we're doing like about 500 feet off the ground. So I can pull back the power maybe halfway from where it's at. We're at 100,000 per thruster. Let's come back to 50,000 per thruster. And as we're coming back around into Fairbanks proper, yeah, wow, it's like seems like only halfway developed, and a lot of empty lots, and big airport, huh? I wouldn't have expected. Oh, maybe this is the Air Force Base. There was an Air Force Base called Edelson or something like that. So cutting the power in half to decrease our speed by about 150 miles per hour, but we're still doing 500 miles per hour. So a way we can get slower would be to add 25% speed brakes. That's about 15% right there. Oh, here's another airport. Wow, this airport is big too. Yeah, this is a little more interesting than flying around Denali, right? What you want to do is climb Denali, like virtually, right? I mean, of course, no. In real life, would be would have been something to do 30 years ago, but yeah, you can go virtually climb it in VR with the hand controllers. That would be more fun than just flying to it and gawking at it. Of course, but I wouldn't go so far as to try and do something like that, like today, would I? Let's do a left turn. I might. I mean, it's like how much brain power does it require to ignore this crick in my neck and shoulder, and it's like, and how much Excedrin do I have, or Aleve do I have to take to have a normal existence? And then it's like, how much of my daily activities in life do I have to sacrifice to just wait for this thing to relax, if it ever is going to. The fact that it's become sort of conscious to me indicates that it's going to be healing soon, Because it used to be I could only feel it like when I was deep in trance meditation, and I'd be like, oh, there is something dreadfully wrong in my shoulder. But it's like in my day-to-day existence, I didn't ever really feel it. So now it's like right in my purview. It's like, I almost feel it all the time. And I don't know how many times I've said this, but I can't really sleep on my side at all. I have to sleep on my back, and I have like a snoring sleep apnea issue. So it's like when I sleep on my side, I breathe better, and when I sleep on my back, I don't know if I breathe at all. They said I stop breathing over 100 times an hour, that I have severe sleep apnea. The medical outfit here. So as we go back into a right turn. Oh, what's this? Is this a rock wall up here, or is this buildings? As I go into a right turn here, I wonder if I was breathing at all last night. Wow, that is a rock wall, isn't it? No, it's just, yeah, I guess kinda. Not really a wall, but anyways, if we head back to McKinley and turn on the VR, I haven't really got that working with minicam. So we can head back there and land and park the ship and get out and walk around just using the mouse and keyboard, right? It's a little bit easier with the hand controller, but I don't know. It seems like the point of a flight simulator is flying, not hiking. But I guess if we park at the bottom of Denali, then we can just kind of simulate hiking up it real quick. That might be fun. And then I won't have to worry about it, that I didn't do it already like the rest of today. So, okay, let's get ready and head back there. We can say goodbye to Denali. I mean, rather to Fairbanks, and we can just give it a quick 6 million. And a quicker 12 million. And that is 21% of our maximum thrust. Mach 2.77. No, I'm too busy looking where I'm going to check the thrust numbers, but we've got 4 million per engine, so 4 times 6 is 24 million, and we're 2,600 knots, and we're Mach 4. So we should be right around 30. Actually, we're at 38%. No, 42%. We're at 38% on our handle and 42% on our engine, so we're about halfway there. We can kind of dip down. Whoa, that might have been a little little bit too much there. Well, the more experience I get flying this thing low level at high speed, the better. So we can kind of dip down just a little bit here. It's good to be conformal with the geography. Oh, and we are kind of back in the Denali Park area. So I think yesterday that's what we were doing, about 40% of our max thrust to cruise. So I think that's it up here to our 11 o'clock. Maybe down here in this glacier might be a good place to hike in. Wow, it just looks cold. I mean, what's our it's 3 degrees C, which is like 38, right? 38. Yeah, that's cold. Okay, actually the peak's a little more west of here, southwest actually. Well, this is a cooler way to get to it, but be by the water than by the land or the road. Well, I might have taken that left there, but it looks like I can get even closer to the actual peak if I go this way. Gears down, so... Oh, this is perfect. I bet we're gonna slide back down after we land, though. Put on the snow skis! Yeah, maybe I should go back and land in the water. Oh wait, this is level right here. Well, not completely, but oh, it's bright. Snow is bright. Let's see if our brakes hold us here. Yeah, it seems like they will. So, the wheel brake is on. I guess the fuel pump should go on. I mean, not really, but that way we can keep our HVAC system going. So what's the best way to do this? I think we can go to free cam and I can toggle this data. I can go to on-screen keyboard, kind of put it up here, and let's see. Well, we can hop out the front or hop out the back, so you can see our 3 pilot chairs and our 3 co-pilot chairs, and our instrument panels are just kind of like, I just gave up, and we used to have these magic windows on here. The seats used to be a lot closer in, but you can see this giant fin on the nose and this giant pylon that runs the length of the ship. It's just, and the flight deck floor is here. I've got a lot more work to do on the flight deck, but it's good enough for now. I mean, like I was saying in a post that I was doing earlier this morning, I kind of like actual flying better than all the work I have to do to make the cockpit look cool, but we'll keep that a secret for now. So if we step off the ship to our right and come down to the ground and turn ourselves, I think you know, it's easier with the hand controller. And faster too. We climb this little rise here and then turn around and take a look at our ship, right? I don't see it. I hope it didn't slide away. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's sleek, motherfucker. It's sleek. It's sleek. I designed it. I designed it in my sleep. So I'm not really sure if this is Mount McKinley we're looking at here. I might try and climb this in real life, though, if I get back into shape. So I think if we push the shift button, we go a little faster. Yeah, if I don't run my mouth, I feel like it gets awkward. So I think in real life it'd be too slippery, right? To climb up a wall like this. Ow, my shoulder. It's not really hurt. It's just a test. Bam. Running into a brick wall. So now we're looking up. Climbing Mount McKinley over here. And I think we're almost there, right? Ah, man. And my jock itch is giving me problems, and all this virtual exercise, man. See, so it doesn't show the camera position on the map, so we're not going to be able to tell unless I think of a way to tell better. Because really I'm just I'm just moving the camera, and the maps and controls and stuff stay centered on the where the ship is parked. So, oh, which reminds me, maybe I can turn around again and see her. See her. Maybe I can see. Wow, we came up a lot. We're like halfway. I don't know. Wow, this is a neat area. This waterway in here is sparking my interest. Okay. Time to make the final pitch. The final pitch is a bitch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. Oh, looks like we gotta go back down again. Ooh, sketchy, sketchy. Maybe we'll see an emu or a snowbat. Oh god. Well, if this isn't it, I don't know what is. I guess I can turn my instruments back on and look at the camera coordinates. And maybe see if I'm at the height of Mount McKinley. Oh, that looks higher. Wow. Yeah, virtual mountain climbing. Wouldn't you, you never would have guessed it. You never would have guessed it. It's quite a view. There's that waterway. Where's the chip? Where's the chip? The chip. Do I even have camera coordinates enabled? Heading pitch, radio adjusted feet. No, I don't think so. Well, I don't care so much as to break the atmosphere, you know, with putting them on. But that does look like our goal is more over that way. Or up this way. And at least a few thousand feet higher. Oh. Well, it actually isn't too steep up here. Well, yeah, it is. Yep. This looks like we're at the top. Now we can warp travel back to the ship. We don't have to walk back down, but I think we walked right up this canyon, right? So to go back down and basically just a straight shot. I think it was this one. Huh. gotta walk up a little bit. I guess if I was using the real keyboard, I could use the mouse to point. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a ship down there. Look, bring out the binoculars. It's that ship, that ship. Yeah, dude. Okay. Pretty high up here. So, I guess we can just leave the, oh, I see. Well, you cannot see the, you cannot see the ship from the top, right? I guess if you walk over to the edge. Nope, you still can't. But wow, you can see far off into the distance, right? And that's, I guess, South Peak, and this is North Peak, I don't know. So... Well, thanks for watching this short but sweet episode. It's actually episode 56 of the Intro to Manned Spaceflight podcast, which is why, of course, we just didn't fly into space, and instead we explored Fairbanks, Alaska, and we mountain climbed, which has everything to do with manned spaceflight. But of course everybody already knows that. And so as we finalize the score for the uncopyrighted background music, we will attempt to sign a non-disclosure agreement about the real motives of the U.S. executive branch and their helpers at this point on February 6th, whatever it is. February 6th, is it? 2025. February 7th. And therefore, we shall end it.